let's talk about the controversial one, number 9. First, just summarize it and we can talk about it. Color, as I pointed out, very dark red, bluish tint. Very aggressive coffee and mocha on the nose, which is, that's wood, it's not wine. And it carries through on the palate as well, that coffee mocha character. It's still very soft. I mean, for 2008, this wine is very soft, and I guess it's a hint of sugar. I don't have the analysis, but I would be surprised if there's a hint of sugar in this wine. That's why it's very soft for 2008. There's no pinotage character, because you can't get the pinotage character, it's just too woody. Now the question will then be, what do you do with it when submitted as pinotage? It's usually very difficult to reject any varietal because it's overwooded. Because anybody would say, but I mean, if it's certified being made from pinotage and it's wooded, how can you really reject it eventually? So what I've done, with bearing in mind that it's submitted as a pinotage, I scored it very low because I couldn't get any pinotage character. I didn't reject it as pinotage, but I scored it very low. I gave it a 12 as a pinotage. As a wine, as a red wine, being a very interesting wine actually, smooth in the palate. For 2008, I think a very interesting wine. I scored it 16. So I gave it quite a high score as a red wine, but as a pinotage, very low. Comments, questions, please?
It has a very nice mouth feel.
Yeah, for 2008, incredible. Incredible. That's why I think they have had some sweet. I'm quite sure it's slightly sweet.
And I've asked the winemakers and I have been told that you cannot do this with other red cultivars. Is that true?
I don't think so. I doubt it. I doubt it because I mean we've talked about it at the course that I mean different wood flavors, whether it's coffee or mocha or pepper or whatever. I mean they can prepare it accordingly with the treatment of the wood. So I doubt it. I think it can be done with other varieties as well. I don't think the variety is crucial. The combination may be important, but I don't think it's impossible with any other varieties. You'll get coffee and mocha in the wood without any wine. So it's the woody flavor. Another question, somewhere.
No, I was just going to say that somebody else is actually trying it, or is going to try it now with Shiraz.
Yeah. Well, I guess I think it's quite possible. Because I mean, if you take some of the wood suppliers, they will give you the profile, which you can actually identify and say, but I want this or I want that. So if they give it to you, obviously then it's not a concern whether it's a pinotage or whatever the other variety is.
So what was the overall score for this thing? She said it's low for pinotage, but high for red. So just if you had to give it one score, what would you swing with?
Well, the point is this wine, if it's submitted at the assessment, it's submitted as a pinotage, then the right answer will be the 12 in my case, because it's submitted as a pinotage, not as a dry red wine. So if they don't know it's a pinotage, fine, you can score it out. But bearing in mind it's a pinotage, you have to go down. There's no prominence in the case of the pinotage. But a very interesting wine. I think it's that's why I say it's controversial. But let me stop there. I have a lot of things to say, but we'd rather stop. I mean, this wine is a winemaker wine. It goes with a winemaker because it's a recipe to a certain extent. So if you get the recipe, you can make it. Any other questions about it? Okay, let's go to the second one, the 2006 Cabernet Sauvignon. Medium red, I mean it's older, so you can immediately see the less color than the previous one. Very flavor, rather thin on the aftertaste, and slightly jammy. And on the palate, which is very obvious in this case, the very prominent dry tannins. Now again, tannins can originate from different sources. One can be from the wood. In case you will see the third slide next week, you will see, I think, one or two of those wines have excellent wood tannins, which gives a lot of structure to the wine. In this case, these dry tannins are mainly due to the wine, and it's to a certain extent unpleasant. It reminds me of strong English tea, especially on the after that rise effect. Tannic astringent, in other words. So it's not a pleasant tannin we're talking about in this case. So I scored it, in spite of that, I still scored it 15. It's a carrot. You scored it lower. Why? You don't like it at all? Anybody gave it 50 with me? Ah, there's 150. Thank you, Doc. Why did you score it so low? Remember? And then you must eject it if you must, okay?
What's on the note?
I scored 14 because it's average, I would say, a high average one.
You scored 40.
Yeah.
Well, 40 to 15 it's only one apart. That's not a problem. Anybody rejected the one? No. Anybody scored it higher than 50? No. Okay. Right. Let's go to the last.